Okay, so you can share your screen. So if you click, okay, share, then this pop-up will appear. Okay, these are all the windows that you have on your screen. So you can choose any one of the window that you want to share. Not only that, you can also share the computer sound. Okay, sometimes when my students were too early, I allowed them in. Then I will play them some sound, okay, videos or sound MP3 song for them to listen while waiting for the class to begin. So these are the things that you can share with your with everyone. Again, okay, depending on whether you are the host or you are given permission, just like WebEx, to control or to share anything on your screen. Okay. Not only that, if you want to make presentation using PowerPoint slide, okay, if your computer has the capability a bit high and not so high, and later I will tell you what is the specification, you can even share PowerPoint. Once you share PowerPoint, your camera or your video will be minimized. Then the PowerPoint will be displayed, and you will show that sharing of PowerPoint as if that the whole window is now okay the window of that particular PowerPoint. Okay, mine here, my computer did not support okay the PowerPoint feature. So that is if you go to share and advanced. Just now was the basic. Okay, sharing screen was basic. Okay, advanced is you can share more than one okay feature, such as you can share PowerPoint, you can share a portion of the screen, and you can share okay music or computer sound only, or if you have more than one camera, you can share the camera. Right? Okay. Now the best feature of Zoom, okay, if you notice, okay, just like WebEx, but Zoom, okay, also have this virtual background. Okay, without physical green screen, then your computer require at least a Windows version 4.6.0 or higher version. Or if you are using an Apple, it's a 4.6.0, okay, or higher version. Then only you can have a virtual background without having to have a physical green screen. If you notice, okay, in that picture, I have a physical green screen. You can actually make your own physical green screen with a minimum investment. Okay. The best thing of having a physical green screen is that yourself, the way that you appear on the screen will be more professional. Okay, more professional. So with the green screen, okay, you can share many physical or virtual background. So what you should do is okay, you should go to the arrow icon next to your video icon. Then a pop-up will appear that show virtual, choose a virtual background. Once you have done that, okay, then you will come to this screen. Okay, you add okay image, whatever image. Okay, so I have here quite a number of image. Okay, once you have already add that image, then you can click on that image so that that image will be your virtual background. Okay, as I said just now, there are a lot of things that I want. I probably had not said it. Why I have a virtual background is that I want to hide everything behind me. Okay, such as probably and anything which is not supposed to be seen. I've seen student also kat belakang dia ada macam-macam baju dan pakaian yang tersidai. Okay? So as I said just now, with minimal investment, I only use a green color paper, if you notice, and this green color paper is only priced at 3 ringgit per piece, and I use about 8 or 12, depending on how big the okay, background okay, that I want to have. Because For my class, I use a bigger background because I use the background as my virtual slide where it will contain points, okay, that I want to bring forward to my students, and that points will change, okay, just like a PowerPoint slide as a virtual background. So with a minimal investment of 3 ringgit times 12, okay, I can have my virtual background. So that is the virtual background, okay, that you can have. So basically, that is what is it all about, okay? Insofar as using a Zoom. So it is up to your lecturer, okay, depending on what is the platform that they want to use. I'm used to Zoom. It has been 2 semester, the MCO, the PKP semester, as well as recently the intercession semester that I use green screen on Zoom, and I noticed that it is much more convenient and user friendly. Okay, so that will be all. If you have any question, okay, I will be able and I will be happy to answer this question. So with that, I will handing this back to Puan Mastika Nasrul. Okay, well, thank you very much again for inviting me for this session. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Yunus. So I hope all the students, I hope you listen carefully, and I hope you get all the information that Mr. Yunus actually share with you, because this knowledge is actually very important in order for you to embark your new journey for your first semester. So thank you so much, Mr. Yunus. So is there any question that you want to ask Mr. Yunus? You can always type your question in the chat box. Dear students, I think it's better for you to ask the questions, because you will face this soon when you start your semester. Any questions?
I will share with the students some of the way that I present my class so that they can see the benefit of using Zoom compared to others. So give me a little time for me just to access some of the video. Okay, I'll
Okay, Encik Yunus.
right. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Hold
Any?
on. Okay,
Okay.
hold on, please. Yeah.
Okay, one question, Mr.
Yeah.
Yunus
Yeah.
from Hilki Sawawi. Are we going to fully depends on the slides? Do you mean the slides that the lecturer use in Zoom? Is
Okay.
that what you mean,
All
Hilki
right.
Sawawi?
There are 2 slides. Normally, the resource person will prepare a voice over PowerPoint slide, and they will share this with students using Google Drive. Okay, so that is one. But sometimes the lecturer make an additional effort by also video or record themselves during the online session, which they can also download by themselves. Like for me, I share this on my YouTube channel, okay, Muhammad Yunus, so they can access them and they can view the Zoom video online recorded session, right? But relying on the video, either it's a a voice over slide, which is shared on Google Drive, or relying on the recorded Zoom video by itself is not enough to study law. Those were just an initial exposure of the lecture. Okay, studying lecture can never depend on the lecturer per se, either face to face or online. Once the lecture had been delivered, you still have to go back and look at your note, refine your note, confirm with the textbook, and read the cases. Right? I always actually told my student that do not believe whatever that I said inside class. Okay, the whole idea is that sometimes I prefer my intellectual to be challenged by students. So you have to go back and to look at the source of law. So if the lecturer referred you to, let's say, a provision of the statute, or even if the voice over slides, okay, which had been shared with you, referred to a statute, or even during the recorded okay, ODL, the lecturer refer you to a statute. Do not swallow, do not take that information as correct. Go back, read the section. All right, read the section and satisfy yourself. Confirm whether or not what the lecturer had told you inside the class or in the slide, on the slide or on the video is correct. You can never trust your lecturer. Go back and confirm it. The same with cases. When the lecturer refer you to cases, either as I said just now, irrespective of whatever the material might be, go and get the law report. Go to UITM Law Library website, go to the database, go and download the case from LexisNexis, read the case. Then only if whatever information that you receive from the case is as the same as what as delivered by the lecturer, then only you can salute that lecturer because the lecturer knows what he's talking. But if you think that okay, he's not correct, then you should actually confront him and challenge his intellectual. There's nothing wrong about that. This is a university, and a university is a place okay, where information or knowledge flourish. Okay? The game is different now, not as what you have gone through in the Asasi program. Some of you probably, okay, there might be a handful, just a student that did what I told you just now, but I'm sure that the majority passed their exam just by looking at the lecture note or slides. Okay, so do not rely on this material only. Okay, that is why we go to university. That's where all the knowledge is, and you should find the knowledge from the place, okay, where the knowledge is, okay, reposited. Right. So I hope that that answered the question.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Yunus. So, any more questions? Any more questions? If there is no question,
Okay. Probably I will share with you, okay, uh, how I did my presentation using Zoom. Okay, I either pre-record this and share this with student, or I'll just give the URL to the student for the student to view them. So okay, just a glimpse to. I hope that you can see.
You know,
Just a short,
no
okay,
voice.
right? Just a short, just sharing with you, okay, about that. So you will notice that I will use the background as my virtual slide. So I do not need to share some other window or some other frame. So that frame or that window, okay, you have my face presenting as well as the point that I am making. So this will, because there are some students learn not only by reading point on a PowerPoint slide, they also look at the body language of the presenter. So with all this, they can grasp the knowledge easier, and it can be embedded in their memory far more easier. So that is how I can use the PowerPoint slide on Zoom.
Mr. Yunus, we have one question here.
Yes.
So, sir, apart from Lexis Nexis, would you recommend any apps? I think he means database that would be helpful for us to gain more information.
Okay. And which question is this? I'm browsing. Can you read again the question?
Sure, Mr. Yunus. Apart from Lexis Nexis, would you recommend any database that would be helpful for us to gain more information?
Right. Thank you very much. Well, knowledge is boundaryless. It has no boundary. Okay, do not satisfy on one database. UITN had subscribed so many databases. Okay, so whatever databases that you have that you can grab your hand on, okay, you use that. Okay, so that is why some database may not contain a particular article or particular cases or that you are looking for, and it is actually stored on another database. So do not rely on one database. You can use as many database as you can possibly get your hand. But sometimes, if knowing too much also is not good, okay, because you may have probably go beyond, okay, the limit of the syllabus. So stick with the syllabus, okay, and your research also from whatever database must be within that particular topic or subtopic in the syllabus. Okay, we have had experience where PTR, the law library, refused to subscribe LexisNexis previously because there were low access to that database. So we do not want to experience that again. So it took almost more than a year, I think, that we were unable to access LexisNexis. Now that it had been subscribed again, as students, you should be exhaustively use, okay, this LexisNexis or whatever database which is available. Okay, but if you can subscribe on your own, you have the money, why not? Okay, but I do think that LexisNexis for the purpose of the syllabus, okay, your syllabus at an undergraduate level is sufficient. Okay, provided if you are going for postgraduate, probably you need more database than LexisNexis.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yunus, for the sharing sessions. There is no more questions in the chat box. I think we can end our session here, Cik Yunus.
Yeah, I think before we end our session, again, once again, I want to thank the organizing committee for calling me. As I said just now, I may not be the best person as I am the Gen E, you are the Gen Y. These young people like Puan Mastika or Sarah Munira or even Cik Nurus are more capable than me because they know more about this platform than me because I only know Zoom. Last word to the student. Again, it should be the first word that I mentioned just now. I congratulate you for being able to join UITM Law, but this is not the end. This is the beginning. and you must be able to prepare to work hard. Some of you may have the intellectual capacity to grab some of the idea very fast. Some of you may not. So this ODL approach is good, especially for those who are unable to grasp ideas at first instant, who want to go back and to listen to the voiceover slide or even the recorded video back and back again to grasp the idea and understanding about the concept that the lecturer is teaching them. So once again, welcome and selamat maju jaya UiTM di hatiku. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Encik Yunus. Encik Yunus, we are learning from you, Encik Yunus. We are still young and we are learning from you. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Yunus. So our briefing session has come to its end. So before we end our sessions, I would like to thank Associate Professor Dr. Hakimi Saripan, the Dean of Faculty of Law, all Deputy Deans, and to especially to Mr. Yunus, our speaker, for sharing his insight with us. The organizing committee for Minggu EDU 5.0 and also Secretariat Mahasiswa Faculty in organizing this event. So before we end, I would like to make a few announcements and gentle reminder. So dear students, don't forget that you will have another sessions tomorrow on Saturday, 3rd October. You will have your sessions for ODL Meet You Future at 10 a.m. with Mrs. Sarah Munira. Please don't miss this session as You Future is very important for your learning after this. And last but not least, you will have your sessions for ODL Be Connected with Google Apps on Monday, 5th October with also Mrs. Sarah Munira and also Ms. Nuruz. Please do attend the sessions as these sessions will help you a lot in understanding the platform and medium that you can use for your learning next this semester. Okay, so that's all for the announcements. Thank you so much, Encik Yunus. So I will now close our event with Tasbih Kafar and Surah Al-As. So I will now end my duty as master of ceremony for today's event with wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone.